My puny lashes are celebrating. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today we are talking mascara and lash growth serum, new mascaras and colored mascaras. Remember them? Those? Yes. Mascaras like eggplant, amethyst, green, blue. They're back because if you are like me, you were in 7th grade in 1984. You wore blue mascara to school. And at first you couldn't see it, so you kept putting on and I can't remember if it was Avon or a drugstore brand. I remember sitting in World Geography. It was the class before lunch, and my friend was waiting outside, and there were big windows because we had an outdoor concept middle school. It was really dumb in Seattle. Anyway, she's standing out there. She'd been dismissed already, and I don't know why we were still in our seats and we hadn't been let go. I don't know if the bell had already rung, and we're sitting there and I'm across the classroom, she's outside, and you know, we're dismissed. I walk out there and I'm like, hey, you know, and like we're walking, and I said, oh my gosh, did I tell you about my blue mascara today? And she goes, Rebecca, I could see it across the room. Like, what? And it might have even been like a violet. And I'm like, you can see it? And she's like, yes. I just thought that was so funny. It's one of those memories that you don't forget. Like, why am I remembering that 40 years later? All right. I'm not wearing any mascara right now. I have a little bit of eyeshadow on and brows. I guess we'll talk about lash growth serum. This is not sponsored. I'm just letting you know what I've been using for the last, well, I've been using this for a long time, but in the last probably 3 months, I've noticed a progress. I don't respond very quickly to lash serums, and I'm very sensitive. There's a lot I don't like. Lash serums, really what their job is to do is to kind of speed up your lash growth cycle and then hold the lashes sort of longer to give you the benefits, and then it just repeats itself. Anyway, that's how I read about it one day. But it's from Swede. Yes, it's a Swedish company, and I accidentally bought the brow serum, which can be used on the lashes, and I think I like it better. There are some retailers that carry this as well as their website, so I will. And I know that even though they are a Swedish company, they have a US distributor, so that there aren't any tariff prices or change in price. Let's talk new drugstore, and not only just new, but like formulas we've seen before, but they have new shades, and that is Maybelline. So they sent me the Sky High, and they do this in conjunction with your eye color. You can buy whatever eye colored mascara you want to get, but because I have green eyes, they sent me this one, and I can't remember if it's amethyst. I gotta look. Oh, okay. So the Sensational Sky High is in shade, you guys, the death of me will be the fact that I cannot see the print on things, even with readers. Why do they do this to us? Prime Prometics, they sent me this, and they are a brand geared for people over 40, 50, whatever, and they make that print nice and big. Thank you. So this is shade Mulberry. What's Up Beauty also has a burgundy mascara, which is gorgeous. So I'm gonna focus on those 3 for the plums / burgundy, and then Maybelline with their new, this is the body mascara, and I actually thought it was just called Lash Sensational, but it is the body mascara, and I bought it. It's from their Lash Sensational line. No, I guess everything is Lash Sensational, my apologies. There is an original pink tube called Lash Sensation. So the body mascara reminds me, I don't know why it reminds me of the new L'Oreal Telescopic Extensionist, but for some reason I was feeling similar results. Okay, so I'm throwing a lot at you. I apologize. I will get there. So the Maybelline Body, this is a lengthening, but also volumizing, kind of everything. Sky High we know is length. And then this one we know with being a telescopic formula, the Extensionist, it's all about length. And you can see, so I don't know if you can see that very well. This one is the L'Oreal, and this one is the Maybelline. And I am not a candidate for the telescopic. I cannot get the telescopic to work well on me. My daughter, it's her OG mascara. Looks amazing. It's flawless. It's phenomenal. This one though, actually, I think I like. I like this. I use it. I cocktail. I always use more than one mascara. This Polite Society, and it's called the Greatest Lashes of All Time. I bought the mini because I'm a sucker for a mini, and it has one of those short, plasticky, pokey wands, but it doesn't hurt me. I've been able to use it without hurting myself. And I really feel like this has that fiber effect, but it hasn't irritated me, and you can't see, it doesn't have like clumpy, laundry lint coming off of it. So I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do, and I think I'm gonna do a drugstore with a color over the top, and I'll do different. I have two eyes. I can use several mascaras. We don't have to be the same. Real quick, kind of one of my OG favorites is the Fenty Hella Thick. This is another mini. I love this mascara because I learned something, and I can't remember, I think, was it Alexandra Anel? She was talking about mascaras. Somebody was talking about mascaras on YouTube and how they were good, but the formula was so wet for their lashes that the consistency, if you have kind of puny lashes, if you don't have a lot of strength and curl naturally, and the formula is a wet formula or kind of a heavy formula, sometimes it can just weigh them down. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense, because sometimes there's formulas that are just too lightweight and I feel like I'm not getting anything. And then there's some that are obviously too thick, or at least they're thick for my thin lashes. And what I love about the Fenty is that it's thick and it gives all this body to my lashes. And then my lashes don't crumble from it. And I think that for me is why I love it. So I'll sometimes use this as a base and then go in with like the L'Oreal Extensionist or the Maybelline Sky High in the purple. I'm gonna show you kind of a combination cocktail of what I've been doing with the newer formulas. So let's go in with the Maybelline Body Mascara, and I am going to go on my left. I'm gonna remember this. And I do a kind of combination. I remember watching Abby Young, and she used it was the L'Oreal, I think it was the Lash Paradise, and then she finished with the Maybelline Lash Sensation, and she did so many coats and she wiggled and blinked, and yeah. So I've sort of adapted, I think I did a video on that. I've sort of adapted that for my own, what I like. And I do like to get very close to the base and do a first, they call this the crumb layer when you're decorating a cake. You just sort of slap on frosting in a very thin layer to kind of hold all of it in, and the crumbs so that so that when you really frost it on top of that, you're getting a nice smooth effect. So this is my crumb layer. And I want to just, I guess it's kind of like lash primer. I often skip lash primers. Sometimes I'll find one and go, ooh, this one's good. And then I just sort of forget and start piling on mascaras. All right. And then I also like to kind of get in the little ones right there. All right, so I think what I'm going to do on this side is show you the Polite Society and how I think it has that kind of flaky, and I mean that in a good way, where it seems to. You guys remember that phase of mascara where we were doing it. There, you know, whether it was in 2 phases, and I'm sure some of you still use that and they're still around, but it was such a big deal to, you know, put on what looked like dryer lint. Okay, so yeah, this mascara is not that thick or heavy, and I do this part, I blink, because I think it just, I don't know, I guess I'm both using the sort of wiping the strokes upwards but also blinking, so we're getting double. I don't know. Sometimes I have a tendency to not know when to stop, so things start to look a little like, you know, a spider. We'll see. We shall see. And we do not just do 1 or 2 coats. We go ham. Are the kids still saying that? Are the kids still talking about going ham? Usually what I do is by the time it takes me to, yeah, and then I have to kind of position them. And then I have to leave them. Gotta leave well enough alone. All right, now I'm going in with Lash Extensionist Telescopic L'Oreal on this side. I'm thinking if I want to do it this way. Yeah, so I do, again, I kind of comb them on. This has a very short, we do not have bristles barely on this one. And it's curved. So the advantage is, I know people love this mascara. This is really getting all the love without, you know, fake. We don't need another scandal. What I do love about this is I can really get in those baby lashes. And we like that. Okay, and now I'm going in, you know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna go again with Polite Society on this side. I like to give it a little minute between coats, and I'm kind of blinking and wiggling. And sometimes you gotta kind of The other day I went to the dentist and she handed me the goggles and she goes, "Oh, your lashes are so long. These might bother you if your lashes hit them." And I'm like, no one has ever said that to me. Okay, now I'm gonna go over that side, the L'Oreal, with the Prime Prometics, because this is the purple. This one is a very subtle purple. We are not getting Rebecca World Geography 7th grade. This is not gonna be blue, 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 violet, whatever that was. I really think it was an Avon. You guys remember the Sears makeup section? It was kind of like a drugstore. I used to always go to the Sears makeup section in the mall. All right, I don't know if you can see the actual mulberry, but oh, It's a beautiful mascara formula. It's a little thinner. This one, do you see how dramatic that is? It's very like, yeah, it's a lot. We got a lot going on. I don't mind. Yeah, I probably shouldn't put any more on this. But what if I put a little bit of this one? This amethyst. Now, is this burgundy or amethyst? Look at how purple that is. Let's look at all the purples. Let's do that. See? They got kind of a brownish, reddish. I gotta put these down, hang on. I think the What's Up Beauty is my favorite. It's got kind of a reddish quality. It just seems very, yeah. Yeah, we might be done. We may have, there may not be a window. The window has closed. The portal. But not maybe on this side. How many mascaras am I wearing on this side? Like 4? Ooh, but look it. I'm loving it. You guys, I don't know. I'm wearing glasses anyway most of the time. And there we are. Yeah. So I did not share with you, like I didn't demonstrate the Fenty. What I'll do is I'll do the Fenty first. Then I'll do like one of the lengthening ones, like the L'Oreal or the Maybelline. And then I'll do a little bit of Fenty and then maybe Polite Society. A 1, a 1, 2, a 2. 3. You know what I'm talking about. All right. I think when you get some lash length going and it's sort of, is this what girls feel like after they've gotten a flat chested and they've got a boob job and they're like, my boobs. Like, I feel so excited about lashes right now. So yeah. Is that weird? I will list everything below. If I forget something, let me know. I hope you can subscribe to my channel. Have some fun with me. Take care. Look after yourself. I'm with ya. I see you. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye.